Go.
But
Oh shit.
I see the Blaney bounce back. I see like the Truex. I don't know. I just
Zach, I would like to add another person to the drivers who won a race last year that go winless.
okay. Who's your candidate?
Kevin Harvick. He doesn't. I don't think he does.
You don't think he gets one more like?
Nope. I don't think he does it.
No. All right. I'm thinking about drivers who won a race last year. Who's not winning a race this year?
I'm gonna say old watermelon boy.
No, he definitely wins. I think
No,
he
he
wins.
ain't gonna win.
Suarez doesn't. Suarez doesn't win. Busher doesn't win. Austin Dillon, I'm gonna say doesn't, but he'd probably. It wouldn't surprise me if he was able to sneak one, because he always manages to sneak one.
Kyle Busch doesn't win.
I think he will.
Yeah, I think.
No.
Oh god. I think Kyle Busch wins. I honestly, sorry, Josh. Honestly, I'm thinking probably Alex Bowman doesn't.
What about Austin Cindric?
Yes, I think Austin Cindric has a breakout year. Not like I was saying on Twitter with like Bell, but I think a multi-win season is not out of the realm of possibility for Cindric. I think Chase Briscoe finally gets his Indy road course win. February 19th?
February 19th. Sorry. So, Clash is the 5th.
Yeah.
Y'all see Landon Castle's not going back to college racing anymore full time?
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all know what that means.
Yeah,
Derek
Derek
Kraus
Kraus
to
gets
college.
to run part-time.
Hey man, he's gonna win in that car. I don't know why you laugh.
I think Landon Castle is better than Derek Kraus.
I think you're wrong.
I agree. He's right.
I'd like to see what Landon Castle would have done in that BMR truck.
I mean, my favorite Xfinity driver is also at college now, so.
I mean, Derek Kraus isn't official yet, so he can't be my favorite Xfinity Series driver. But he's my favorite unemployed driver.
I don't really have a favorite truck driver because it was Chandler Smith and now he's in Xfinity.
Oh man, if I had to pick one. Shoot.
I like the personality of Hocevar.
Boy, he's such a head ass on the track though.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the personality of Ben Rhodes.
boy, he's a fun drunk.
Honest to God, I think if I had to pick a favorite truck driver, that'd be Grant Enfinger.
See. I don't know. I don't know if I like any of these guys, really.
Enfinger's a good guy to like. I think he's a likable personality. You know?
Yeah, he is.
He's the
I'm
kind
just-
of guy that like you could open up a beer with.
I'm just not really here for like these I appreciate the veterans of the series. I don't really feel like I can root for them. I guess Zane Smith's probably my favorite.
Yeah, he's a good one too.
I don't know. I like Christian Eckes. I just you know.
I never was a big fan of Eckes. I like Majeski some. Like, honestly, Ty Majeski and Josh Berry, I had the same feeling about. Like, really
Yeah.
feel good when they win.
I don't know. My favorite Truck Series driver will probably be some back marker or something at this rate.
I hope Ty Gibbs runs some Xfinity races, and then Brandon Jones is able to find him and just dumps his ass.
I don't think he's gonna run a single Xfinity race this year. I don't think they want him to.
Yeah, because he knows that Brandon Jones got receipts.
No, that's not why. I mean, I'm sure they don't want to wreck a race car just because Ty Gibbs is in it, but... You know, this might be the year I actually root for Haley Deegan in the Truck Series, now that I'm thinking about it.
What the fuck?
What?
Who are you?
Me?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
you've been one of the bigger vegan haters out there.
Yeah, but I don't really like any of these Truck Series drivers. I mean... I don't really like Matt DiBenedetto. I mean, I understand what he stands for is fine, but his stance about it is kind of awkward. I don't feel like NASCAR is the sport that's really in the business of censorship of anything, quite frankly, right now. And if they did, you know how many times they would have handed Denny Hamlin fines for actions detrimental to stock car auto racing or whatever? Like, NASCAR's not in the business of censorship, so he's a bit off base with me there. You know? So...
I mean,
that,
if NASCAR wanted to censor people for certain views, then might I suggest Bubba Wallace?
right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm saying is NASCAR doesn't censor Bubba Wallace. They don't censor anybody, really.
Yeah.
I mean, for Matt DiBenedetto to play the victim and act like he's being censored by NASCAR by being a Christian is kind of redundant to me, you know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous.
Oh, fairness. I mean, I think maybe they're not as open as Matt DiBenedetto is, but I think a large majority of the drivers out there are Christians.
No, yeah, that's what, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, we still have motorsports outreach, we still do pre-race prayers. Like, it's just a bit, like I said, it falls on deaf ears with me.
Fucking wall, man.
Like I said, I mean, he's entitled to feel the way he does. I'm proud of him for being a devout and proud Christian, but
Son of a bitch.
You thought you could beat me to the line?
No, I had to pit. I just, yeah, got speeding in pit road.
And you're gonna get a penalty. Of course you'll still come out and fall, won't you?
No, I'll be allowed down. At least.
When you come running in on them corners, I was like, right on, man. I was gonna let you go. I don't want no part of that.
Yeah, right.
Thought you had something left over I didn't know about.
No, I was just trying to get to pit road. Because I literally had like 2% on my tire. I was trying to get there before it blew.
Yeah, I when after a situation went running me so hard, I just backed up and run my car as easy as I could till y'all caught back up.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of more Truck Series drivers. I'm certainly not rooting for Nutcrusher Daniel Dye, that's for damn sure.
Stuart Friesen?
Stewie's probably it.
Shouldn't need to pit again.
You already pitted. Yeah, you were on pit road.
Yeah, you were on pit road when we were.
You were on pit road when Justin was. And the reason why y'all didn't go lap down is because I spun out.
I was wondering why I didn't go let down. But
I blew a tire and spun out.
to know what the only one having issue.
Huh?
It's nice to know what the only one having that kind of an issue.
I was at like 5%.
You forgot to take gas?
What the?
What the hell?
No, if you're on pit road, dude, with 2 laps to go,
Dude,
that's what you got.
Just pit. And I know like certain people like to harp on the rule and stuff, but there's only 5 of us. Like, quite frankly, the penalty is not as big as it used to be. Or I guess really the reward. Well, just run it until it's dry. You might as well. I mean, we all have to pit this stage anyways, as long as there's no caution. Well.
Oh, sorry, Justin, I tried to hold it.
You're good. I wasn't trying to run you
Progressive
down.
track, man, it fucking pulled me right
Oh
out
shit,
there.
sorry, Zach.
I wasn't trying to run
Okay.
you down when we went into the corner. It pulled me down.
That was fun, Josh. Do it again.
No.
Do it again.
It's intentional.
Push it real good.
Your car is so clean. I like that. I like that color scheme.
Dude, I'm telling you, every time we run a race like in like Las Vegas and Miami and Phoenix, I'm running this car. This is such like a neon light sort of scheme, man. Oh, so nice.
I like
I'm
this
running the
orange
dog
and black
car.
here.
I'm running the dog car at Texas though. The one pure Colorado State dog car thing. Justin, I don't know if you've been seeing or not, but a certain special university has been tearing up the transfer portal this year. I'm talking about Texas State, man. We're coming for that damn Sun Belt.
Oh, that's good. Mississippi State had 0 players enter the transfer
Sorry, Zach.
portal.
No, they did too. They had a quarterback go. Yeah. Technically, any Mississippi State player is free to enter the portal right now. Because they had a coaching
This is the
change.
coaching change, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any player has an extra like 30 days of eligibility to enter the portal if their coach gets fired or they have a new coach gets hired at their school.
What a loss for college football, though. It
I
was
know.
such a
It's
Well,
crazy-
so
my car's yellow on the front. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't attack these corners right. This front end's glowing.
There's not another one like Mike Leach.
No, and when you look back at like all of his like Texas Tech teams and stuff, and how many freaking coaches are on those rosters as coaches and players and stuff, my goodness.
He certainly was like one of a kind. Like
Yeah.
as a coach and as a person.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Mike Leach kind of embodied what the large majority of the country views Mississippi as anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I think he really embodied all these schools he coached at as a head coach. Like, he definitely like fit the vibe at Texas Tech too. You know,
yeah.
like the way that like the state of Texas, like at least for me, the way that I perceive Texas Tech is like through the lens that I also perceive Mike Leach. And the same thing about Washington State. I mean, Washington State is this like school in the middle of nowhere, Washington. You know, and they basically live on a bunch of Pacific Coast farms. Is what he did. And then turn them into the best show you could watch on the East Coast after 10 o'clock. Because those are some fun teams. And he would fuck up the Big 12 with Texas Tech. I'm telling you, whichever one of A&M, Texas, or Oklahoma was going to sit there and win the South that year, he almost always shit in their bowl of Cheerios at some point. And he was going to get on pace to do that with Mississippi State too. Him and Will Rogers are going to be a nasty duo. They've been together for like 3 years, and he's like a sophomore now, redshirt sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah, Mississippi State had the opportunity, I think, and we might still with Zach Arnett, but
Thank you, Lord.
No, I saw that, Josh. I understand you can't control it, but
Oh, I was trying everything I could to just stay off the wall, stay straight. Oh, it sucked.
but we definitely had a shot, I think, for at least the next year or two to be second in the West behind Alabama.
There you
West
go,
opens up a
situation. You're
lot.
back on lead lap, buddy.
the West,
You're lucky me
opens,
and Justin wore out, or you'd be 2 down.
the West certainly opens back up this year. I think. I mean, I'm not.
2 cans of tires? I need some of that action.
I'm kind of sold on Arkansas being pretty good this year. They're looking really nice. Ole Miss too. They lost a lot in the portal, but I mean, getting Spencer Sanders is huge.
Yeah.
I at least think he's better than Jackson Dart.
What do y'all think of the Bengals?
It'd be
You know,
it'd be a pleasure to play you in the Super Bowl. How about that?
I gotta be
wish.
completely honest. I gotta be completely honest with you, number 9. There's a guy that Zach and I both know that is such a Bengals fan that I would do anything to see them lose. And I promise you, it is not your fault.
Well,
And
man,
it
to
is
be
not-
honest with you, they've spent 30 fucking years losing. Let them win.
You know, my problem with the Bengals now though is they're the second coming of LSU, and I'm really not an LSU fan.
The
Joe Burrow.
the
let me tell you.
problem, number 9, is if they win one, then I gotta listen to this guy talk for the next 30 years about it. So,
Man, let me tell you something. When Hubbard snagged that ball, I thought
my
he'd go
God.
30 yards at best.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was huffing,
Yeah.
dude. And he was
Yeah,
looking
he
back,
was.
and that guy got behind him. I guarantee if you could have gotten his head, you'd have heard, "Oh, God, please don't touch me, please."
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet play.
That'd have been like handing me the ball to run down the field.
What
His
about
feet was outrunning
Cowboys?
his
What
body.
about Dallas this weekend?
who does
I kinda
Dallas
like
play?
their
Dallas.
Uh,
I picked Dallas.
San Francisco.
See,
I like
I
their
got
chances.
I got the 49ers going all the way. So
Yeah, I got Dallas.
I'm telling you, I want a piece of the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
I think
Boy,
it's
that
gonna
would be one for the ages.
I've got the Bills and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
I don't think I ever formally gave a Super Bowl prediction going into the playoffs, but I definitely had the Chiefs winning the AFC. And I had San Francisco winning the NFC, but like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, Dallas really could win this matchup. Like, their offensive line played great on Monday night. San Francisco really only rushes 4, so you can sit here and put Tyron Smith out there to block. He's going to match up against Nick Bosa. I feel comfortable with that.
I'll be honest, I think whoever wins between the Bills and the Bengals this weekend, I think they win the AFC, because if the Chiefs, it's great for the Jags fans, but their season ends this week.
They almost beat Kansas City earlier this year, though. I mean, it's not over for them.
My statement still stands. Their season ends this week.
I don't think it's as cut and dry as you think. I think the AFC is really good.
I think it is too, and nothing against the Jags, but I mean, it's just honestly, the San Chiefs. I honestly don't think it's going to be that close. The Bills get to play the Chiefs in a neutral site, and the Bengals will make Patrick Mahomes their Bills.
I tried, Josh. I don't know, man. I mean, that Bills team looked really, really beatable last weekend against the third-string quarterback, and we're not talking Brock Purdy level third-string quarterback. But I worry about the Bills. I really do, man. The Bengals is interesting because that game with Baltimore was close, but Baltimore, I think it's just a team built to counter everything Cincinnati does, right? Where Cincinnati's gonna throw it around the yard and spread it and take moonshot after moonshot. The Ravens are built in the exact opposite image. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna play good defense, and not that the Bengals don't play good defense, but the difference is I feel like the Bengals overachieve on defense. I think the sum of the product is greater than each individual part.
There's a part of me that wants the Bengals and Jags to win, just so you and I get free entertainment in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, but nobody else is a fan of a team in the NFC, so I don't have anybody to spar with. It's just me on my own island.
They can be arguing about who's gonna win the AFC, and you'll just be there. And y'all get to face Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that if Dallas beats San Francisco, it's over. I think we've got the Eagles right where we want them, because that team was reeling coming into the playoffs. Quite frankly, they barely beat the Giants' third stringers. I know they lost to Dallas without Jalen Hurts, but Dallas went to Philly with Cooper Rush and almost beat the Eagles then. So I kind of consider that a wash.
I don't think the Eagles are as hyped up I don't think they're as good as they're hyped up to be.
No, they played a second-place schedule all season long.
I thought the Vikings were going to make it further than they did. But...
No, that team screamed all hype. No offense, Josh.
The Vikings? Oh, yeah. Yeah, trust me.
Didn't they still have in the season with it? Didn't they win 13 games and had a negative point differential?
Yep.
And they were the best team in NFL history in one possession games.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that they weren't gonna. I was hoping that they'd get past that first round, but I knew that they weren't gonna. They certainly weren't going, deep or Super Bowl or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Gosh, my team was 7-3 at one point in the season, and they finished their season 7-10. So.
Yeah. And the crazy part too is they still almost beat the Giants, despite the horrible defense and. There was one play where they had a false start, and it was a 4th and 1 on the false start. And so, you know, had they converted it, and then, you know, even just getting a touchdown there to force the Giants to play a little bit differently, and I mean, who knows what would have happened. But yeah, the defense looked horrible. They completely ignored Jefferson after the first quarter.
That's what I don't understand is, I mean, I know, you know, the Giants are trying to take him out of the game and stuff, and like, they know that too. But like, I mean, it's Justin Jefferson, man.
Yeah.
Like,
well, what I don't understand is Kevin O'Connell had Cooper Kupp, and, you know, everybody was talking about how he was going to utilize Jefferson in a similar role, right? And every team that played the Rams knew Cooper was going to get the ball, right? Every single time. And they still found a way to get him the ball. And so I think that's the frustrating part that I have is, he had some games where he's blown up for 200 yards, but a game like Green Bay or even last week where he's getting double and triple coverage, you got to find a way to get the guy involved. He draws a lot of attention, which is great, but I don't know.
They don't have anything.
Hawkinson,
the problem is they don't
some
have
of these other guys aren't as explosive.
They don't have anything to like counteract against that.
Correct.
Adam Thielen is great, but he's on his last leg, and like
and Hawkinson was a good pickup.
Yeah,
Hawkinson was a good pickup, but it's not a game like you said. It's nothing that's going to completely tilt the balance and keep you honest.
Right. So. Right. Exactly. He's definitely got a role in an offense. He's definitely like a top 5-ish tight end in the league, you know.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of value to having him, but like he's not the dynamic tight end that like Kelsey or Waller or Mark Andrews is. He's
exactly what we needed.
Them.
Yeah, he's exactly what we needed in the middle of the field, but yeah, it's not somebody that's gonna change it. So yeah,
I don't know. To go get somebody dynamic. I would love to see them add Jordan Addison out of USC. That's who I think that I would love to see them get the most in the draft. But I don't think he falls that to them, you know. And I don't know if Minnesota's in a position to move up.
I don't know. I don't think so.
With the holes on their roster.
Yeah, especially with a lot of the guys that we even have that you could even consider being trade worthy are either done with their contracts or
the secondary, and you know, I mean, you got to address the secondary. I still think you've got to continue to fine tune that pass rush and everything. I think on the offensive line they're pretty well set. Hawkinson's good, but you got to get a second weapon.
Yeah, and I don't
think the Dalvin Cook situation of it all too.
Yeah,
you know, like
I don't think they're gonna have. I'd be surprised if Thielen comes back, unless he restructures his contract. Harrison Smith is likely gone.
It's about time, though.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook or Alexander Madison. There's been rumors about one of those guys being gone too. And
I mean, I kind of want the Cowboys to be done with Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott, to be quite frank. I'm not here to pay running backs, but I am here to spend draft capital on a running back. I'm all on team draft Bijan Robinson, baby. I don't think it's very often you can pick in the 20s and get a top 5 player in the draft, even if it is a running back. I don't care.
Right. Well, and now the league is like running back by committee, so you don't need a
bell cow.
Yeah, that's just.
Well, like what I'm saying is like, is Pollard's gonna be a free agent and Zeke's got that massive cap hit. I just wouldn't sign.
Right.
Wouldn't sign Pollard.
Yep.
And then I'd probably post June 1 cut Zeke. Unless somebody wanted to take him on for like a late pick. I mean, if they wanted him that badly, then go at it. But like, I don't think that was what would happen for him.
I don't know. It was a fun season, and I think it's definitely a season that every game was like a heart attack, other than the 3 to 4 blowout losses that we had. So
yeah,
we either were able to win those 1-score games or just get our ass kicked. So
yeah, they're a fun team. It just, and if they draft well, like
that's been the biggest issue though. If you go back and look at the last decade worth of draft picks, This would have been after, I think, Daniil Hunter, and I can't remember who else, and maybe Kendricks was part of that draft, but since then, like, all the defensive players that we've drafted, which has mostly been in the secondary, we have nothing to show for it.
No, yeah, Mike Hughes. And,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, the guy from TCU, Jeff Gladney, R.I.P.
Yeah, it's bad, so we'll see. It's always next year, that's what we say. Maybe we'll get lucky like the Bengals sometime and finally get a winning season.
Man, I'm telling you, the Bengals deserved a little luck, I think.
Yeah. I've always liked that.
No, yeah, these are two long tortured franchises and fan bases.
I feel like for the Bengals, like, one thing that always made them a little bit better is, like, at least we're better than Cleveland. Like,
that ain't saying shit. That's like saying they're better than Little League ball, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Ooh,
better than Little League, but you ain't good enough for flag.
Ooh, we're better than the worst team in the league. I'd be curious to see how good the Lions are next year.
I mean, I don't know how
professional
rivalries. I don't know how professional rivalries go, but I know that's how we are in Mississippi for college. It's like, even if we have a really sucky season, it's like, hey, at least we beat Ole Miss.
I feel bad for Cleveland, man. I don't even know what to say is wrong with that team. They've changed everything.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: when you hire, a confirmed creep,
high school coaches,
when you pay a confirmed creep, $200 million, this is what you sign yourself up for.
I haven't heard anything as far as the Colts. Have they decided on a head coach? Are they keeping Saturday?
No, but they're talking about keeping Saturday around. But this guy can't be the head coach of a team, man. Are you kidding me?
I know.
I mean, come on, like, he's like better off as like strength coach or something, or like assistant O-line coach. Like, come on. And at that rate, Jeff Saturday's better off taking his talents back to ESPN and making more money and not having to work all the damn time with Colt. Like, hell no. I still can't believe he was the interim head coach of all, like.
Well, I was gonna say.
Don't even get me started. They shouldn't have fired Frank Reich.
Yeah,
firing Frank Reich was the wrong choice.
I was gonna say too, like, it's not. I don't know the phrase. It's not nepotism, but like, what are his qualifications? He never coached anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, it's just
he played for your team and then went to ESPN. Like,
it's so
there's nothing else for him.
Like, sometimes I think it's weird when a guy will like go to ESPN or like go become a broadcaster and then 10 years after that come back to coaching, and like first thing I'm wondering is like how much has changed, right? Like, football's football, but the players have gotten, they're younger and you're that much
you're older.
Yeah, you're more removed from everything. But like
exactly.
Take someone like him that has never coached and get in a room full of guys and say we're gonna go win. Like,
this is the same reason why when Arizona State hired Herm Edwards, I was like, what? Granted, I had the same thought when Jackson State hired Coach Prime.
Yeah. Oh, you're a big Coach Prime fan, aren't you?
No. No. I mean, Deion's fine, but like Deion coached, was the offensive coordinator at a private high school in Dallas. Like, this is about as easy as Texas high school football gets. I mean, other than six-man, it's as easy as it gets. And his teams were still, dysfunctional and problematic at times.
My favorite thing is that he's got Tim Brewster, who was former Gophers coach, and was pretty much a laughingstock in the state of Minnesota. And he's like, I don't remember if he's like an offensive coach or defensive coach there, but yeah, like,
I think he's the OC.
Just a lunatic.
And he keeps getting
ain't nobody crushing their pop cans to hire a coach like Cleveland, though, is all I'm saying.
But if you've been seeing what they've been doing,
oh yeah,
like they just got the #1 quarterback in the country again for the second straight year. Of course, they pulled DeAndre Hunter or whatever his name is. through the portal, of course, obviously. But like, here's the problem: the Colorado team went 1-11. The one redeeming quality of the Colorado team was their secondary. Like, so I'm telling you, this team is so weirdly built. And then he's got some nepotism going on with his sons and everything coming in. And like, automatically, like, Shadur's the starter. I don't hate what they're doing, I just...
Oh, shit.
Got a chance, Joss.
I don't know.
Maybe not. The caution will come out yet.
One of the old shit this place.
I'm across the line.
No caution.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I was going to turn 1 when y'all started oh shit.
I got loose out of 2, and I was able to say that I did slap the ball. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a caution for it or not.
I didn't hit you there, did I, Josh?
No, not at all. I was really trying to push, and I had no tires, so figured if I was gonna try to make a run underneath you, that was it. So.
Oh no, I was appreciating the move. I was trying to see what you.
Yeah,
I was ready for it.
I was just trying to bite it, and yeah, I got loose. So.
Yeah, it was fun racing for 4th. Good job, guys. But yeah, that's what gets me worried about like Coach Prime, man. Like, great football. I don't know. Who hired Ed Reed to be their coach? So another HBCU, like Florida A&M or something.
Yeah, something like
that. The team coach or something like that. Man. Next thing you know, Ray Lewis is going to be hired as a head coach, and he's going to call his defense the Murder Squad or something. Sorry, I'm still convinced Ray Lewis murdered 2 people. This is the biggest like sports thing that we don't know for sure, but like we know for sure. Like I'm definitely thinking that NASCAR rigged the polls for the Daytona 500, but if I'm more convinced of anything, it's that Ray Lewis is a murderer. No doubt about it.